Previously on Unfiltered Legends.
You should know better. We are a special kind of special.
I'm sorry, did you say you're in Regina?
Obviously, he has a certain age that he appreciates. She looks at me and she says, "Hey, listen, I want a refund. Your chlorine doesn't work."
The peanut story that made you a legend.
Hi, everybody. I'm Mackenzie. Welcome to Unfiltered Legends. In each episode, John the Legend Belcourt talks to pool and spa people, professionals, service techs, pool owners about their experiences. The ups, the downs, the funny, and the sad. Well, actually, they filter out the sad. We're here to entertain, but you might learn a few things along the way. In today's episode, we continue our conversation with Kathi Belcourt from Aquatech Pools in Vancouver. Kathi offers strategies on how to extend your chlorine, while the legend offers strategies on living your best life. Kathi may be in the store, but this conversation feels like it's happening poolside. Grab the olive and the blue cheese for this one.
I hate it. Like licking a lead pipe. Give me that chlorine all day long. Love it.
Legend! Today, we're talking about chemical degreasers, dealing with life's challenges, and partying on Victoria Day. Is this Degrassi High? It's just another episode of Unfiltered Legends.
He lost all his money because he picked up a hitchhiker after Vietnam.
Y'all don't bungee cord y'all's trash cans?
First of all, we don't y'all's nothing. That is a rough start.
Just got more awkward.
So are you limiting the offerings to the people saying, listen, you bought this much last year, I can offer you that much this year. If you need more, there's no guarantees? Or are you saying, we'll sell it all out of the gate, and then when it's done, it's done?
Right. And that's what we're doing. And our message started in March, of, hey, things are going to look different this year. These are the things that we have in stock right now. When these are gone, they're gone. Gone, gone. I cannot, pull my magic wand out of my hiney and make some new ones. I cannot poop chlorine. I cannot, spin it on a wheel to make it, to magically occur. When these things are finished, they are finished. Now, luckily, we haven't had anybody trying to be a hoarder and order 50 pails of chlorine. If we get into that sort of situation and somebody tries to, we will put a limit on things, like 2 per household or something like that. But we're very lucky that most people are fairly community minded and are not hoarding at this point. What it will be like in 2 weeks when it hits, 90 degrees every day for many, many days, and they only see 3 pails of something on a shelf because I haven't had a chance to stock it yet, then I don't know what's going to happen. But for now, we're doing okay.
Kathi, that feels like a very Canadian attitude of thinking about your community, because when we have the hint of a shortage, people are filling Ziploc baggies full of gasoline and putting it in their back seat. So
you're kidding. That doesn't happen. That's not a thing.
I will send you the photos. We had a minor gas scare in the South last week, and it became an issue. So what we're seeing, Johnny and I are seeing, at least in Michigan and probably throughout the country, is, for example, 25-pound chlorine. I think the industry standard now at a dealership is 1 bucket per consumer. That's the sign. That's what you're getting, because it is difficult to tell people you can't have any more. You can't take an extra one for precaution, for hoarding, for whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Because they are trying to spread it out. And, I never realized how, I keep hearing that dealers know their customers. They really know their customers to the point where an existing customer comes in, a historic customer comes in, you can sell them chlorine. But if you are a new customer to that store, and those folks who haven't been a customer or are a loyal customer, you just can't supply them. You cannot short your existing loyal customers for the new guys. And I didn't realize it got down to the consumer level, but it's interesting to see.
it's something that nobody ever wants to do. You know, we don't want to turn anybody away because where else are they going to go? You know, much like Doughboy from last week. I just listened to it this morning when I was in the shower. So much like Doughboy Andy, you know, like, so you get a brand new pool, you have no relationship with somebody.
I'm sorry. I just like the fact that wet, naked women are listening to me on podcasts now. I have made it.
You the man. But you have to remember, like, the bar is low. Like, again, I'm a Canadian 6. I'm an American 2. It's a different kind of thing.
Bars aren't open, but the bar remains low.
Yeah, there you go. So we'd never want somebody to, like, have a brand new body of water who's already in a pickle because they have this horrible learning curve of life that they have to go through, and not be able to give them some kind of support. However, when somebody has been supporting us during the good times, it's up to us to support them in the challenging ones. And so, especially for above ground pools, we're finding it a bit of a thing because the soft-walled above ground pool market is not where we put a lot of focus. And like 3 people yesterday, hey, I bought my pool on Amazon. Can you get me some chlorine? And the answer is no.
Yeah. Now, the caveat to all of this is there are enough people that actually the bed this year when this national news report came out here in the States and there's this chlorine shortage. And nobody believed me last September when I told them. And now all of a sudden, ABC says it. Everyone believes it. Everyone freaks out. And a lot of these, I wouldn't say a lot, but there are some retailers that sold everything they had. And now are, you know, hey, I need more stuff. I told you, that's all you got. I don't have any more.
Yep.
And, well, what am I supposed to do? I said, you collected all your money. Turn the lights off. Come back next year. I can't tell you how to run your business. If you choose to do that, then that's up to you. I mean, I do find that a lot of people want to own their own business, be their own boss, do those things, but don't really comprehend the repercussions of what they're getting into because collecting money isn't that easy. Yeah, there's both sides of that coin. I think most of the people are doing exactly what you're doing. This is what we can provide you. This is what we're going to do because, you know, we do want to stay open and there's other things we can offer and provide you with.
Is the chlorine shortage giving you heartburn? If so, reach for borates. Borates, like those in Protein Supreme. They help keep water balanced so your sanitizer works better. They work with all sanitizers and they're the perfect complement to salt chlorine pools. Ask your supplier about Protein Supreme or Protein Supreme Plus. Visit proteinpoolcare.com to learn more.
And what's bromine like down where you guys are at? Is bromine even a thing or a consideration at all?
Still not for out. It's more of a commercial application and a spa thing. You know, again, if you wanted some, where's it coming from? There's no U.S. producers anymore.
Yeah.
So it's coming on a boat from China, and those boats are a lot slower. And the box you got to put that in is a lot more expensive than it used to be.
Yeah, that's true too.
You know, those are some of the problems with that. So, but no, I haven't heard of anybody really asking to switch it. The bleach market, booming. But again, here's the problem. Yeah, the manufacturers of bleach can still produce the product, but you got to put it on a truck and get it places.
Or put it in a bottle.
Right? You got to deliver it.
We're in the same way with packaging as well. And we kind of knew that with bleach as well. Bleach is an extremely heavy product, so now freight is an issue. It almost always, for consumers, has to be packaged in a smaller container. And even a gallon for some consumers is, you know, a little unwieldy. But yeah, the bottle issue has been bad. Plastics in general have been bad.
Corrugate's bad. Pallets. Everything. Again, every single thing that it takes to make stuff is a problem this year.
Kathi, what are you telling consumers to do to help with the shortage? How are you educating them on reducing their chlorine if they're open to that?
Borates is really like what we've been talking about for years. We have a supplier partner called Backyard Brands. They have a product called Mineralux.
Yep.
It's launched for pools late last year, early this year. So it's like a mineral borate blend, and it has this amazing opportunity or ability to purge the plumbing lines and surfaces. It's got some really amazing surfactants in it. And when we were testing it a couple of years ago with them, I found that chlorine consumption I used it to treat chlorine demand. So I would put it in a pool and it would break down chlorine demand problems without having to shock quite as much. So they've incorporated into their weekly routine. So we're using a lot of that, really focusing on algicides and algae prevention so that we can get rid of that side of things. And just testing your water more, people. Like, for pity's sakes, just test your chlorine every 2 days and only add it when you have to. Don't have a chlorine level of 50 and don't have a chlorine level of 0. Balance. It's all about balance. And you know what? You're home. You have never been home so much.
Right.
Take a break from your Zoom meeting, walk out to the pool, dip, bloop, swish, look. Add what you have to when you have to. There is no excuse to not test your water, and I have no idea why people think it's so hard.
So one of the things that I always bring up to that point of extending the chlorine, and this is something that people don't think about, honestly, is cleaning your filters.
Huge.
Cleaning your filters. Hey, hang on 1 second. Sorry. This is important.
Kathi, you're important. Well, it might be John's cardiologist.
Great. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Are you getting that kidney, John?
No.
It's coming from Canada.
Damn it. Yeah. Sorry. The dog that I despise, she has to go get. So she has to take my credit card and go get the dog. And I just interrupted everything. What was I saying?
You're talking about filter cleaning.
Filter.
Yeah, cleaning filters.
Oh, yeah. Cleaning your filters. Yeah. I mean, because what people don't understand is the filter's job is to catch all that nasty stuff, right?
For sure.
And backwashing or pulling it out and rinsing a cartridge filter doesn't get all of the gunk out that's embedded into that stuff. And it needs to be chemically cleaned. If people start doing that...
You want another analogy? Sure. An analogy you can steal? I've been using this one for years, so feel free to make this one yours. So what I tell customers is, okay, so we're in Canada, you fry up a pan of bacon, you eat your little BLT sandwich, you're going to take that pan and run it under cold running water and put it back in your cupboard? You're freaking kidding me. You're not going to do that. That's disgusting. It's filthy. You are going to use a detergent to remove the grease. Why do you think that backwashing your filter with cold water gets your sand clean? Take this package of Filter Bright and have a nice day. Consider it that you're cleaning the bacon out of your filter. And people just love it because they finally get it, right? Like they understand what it is.
Yes.
That's the good stuff. And brushing your pool. Like every time that I want to kill my husband, bless his soul, I just walk out to the backyard and I brush the pool. Brush the sides, brush the bottom, get your biofilms off. If you brush your teeth every day, why are you not brushing your pool at least a couple of times a week?
Well,
filthy animal.
Good night, everybody.
In 2021, chlorine is going to be in high demand. But don't worry, I'm going to show you 3 ways to use 30% less chlorine. Cleanation. That's a word I just made up. It's about filtration, circulation, and you cleaning your pool. Cleaning your pool means skimming the surface of the water, brushing the pool walls, cleaning out the skimmer basket, backwashing the filter, backwash weekly, maybe running the vacuum once in a while. Hey, you know what? Maybe tell the kid to use the bush next door, not the pool water. And you know what else helps? Bar soap. Cleanation puts less demand on your chlorine because there's less stuff in the water.
Kevin in our office, who handles all of our kind of new products and branding, he's talked about the filter cleaning for a long time, and he's actually toyed with the idea of pulling our filter cleaner off the market and bringing it back on as filter degreaser for that very reason, because it is to the point where
that's genius.
The idea of a cleaner, I think people are kind of, I don't know if they're tired of it. I think about it. I've got a brand new power washer, and it's got this little container for detergent. That container will never be used because I am using pressurized water and I am shooting the shit out of my walls or my sidewalk. I don't need soap. What is soap doing? I've got 5,000 PSI. I do not care about soap. So I know that mentality of, well, yeah, I don't need a detergent. But a degreaser, that's a totally different animal. And when you're right, you're absolutely right. Because you think about all the oils that are going into your filter media. What is cold water doing to it? Nothing. It's not touching it. So that's a good idea.
Degreaser. I'm going to start just changing the words I use. Thank you, gentlemen.
Does BioGuard still make Clean It?
So in the U.S.,
I think it says degreaser on that bottle.
Strip Quick is a degreaser. Clean It is a demineralizer. Okay. But we haven't had the Deep Cleanse Pack, the 2-part filter cleaner from BioGuard, for probably about 15 years, and it broke my freaking heart. I love that. So now it's an amazing product. It's called Filter Bright. It's a 1-part filter cleaner. It's a powder. It actually creates peroxide when you mix it with water so that the filters get white again when you're cleaning a cartridge. So customers really like that. So it degreases, it also decalcifies, and it makes things white again. It's super sexy and amazing, but I love the Deep Cleanse Pack. It has such a good story. Strip Quick and Clean It, my 2 favorite friends. Yeah. They have died.
Okay. All right. I didn't know that.
You guys have all sorts of good stuff in America. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't know. That's how far back I go. So it was back then. That was it, right? You had scale. You use this. You degrease. You descale. You know.
Yeah, like I love, and a lot of it too. Like in terms of educating customers on a daily basis, is the words we choose to use. Mm-hmm. You know, like when we say filter cleaner, we should stop using that word. It's like I love the word spa. But when I say spa to a customer, they think place where I go and get my toes painted. So I have had to change my terminology to the word hot tub, much to my chagrin.
Yep.
But that is what it is. If you want to call it a hot tub, fine. I give up. There are millions of you, one of me. I'll say the word hot tub, and in my head, I will just curse.
Enjoy the show? Stay on the know on all Legendary Pools and Spas tutorials, interviews, and articles by following Legendary Pools and Spas on Facebook at LegendaryPLS. Have an idea for an episode or want to learn more about a topic? Shoot us a message. Click like and follow Legendary Pools and Spas on Facebook at LegendaryPLS.
It is what it is what it is. I'll change my terminology to make it easier for you as the consumer, because really this experience is all about you. It's not about me. Yeah, filter degreaser instead of filter cleaner. That could change the world right there.
Yeah. We're trying. We're trying.
One episode at a time.
One episode at a time. So, do you get to take a break during this holiday weekend, during Victoria weekend?
So the good news is Queen Victoria is dead. Long live the Queen. And so, no, I do not. I'm
a lot of Queen Victoria fans down here. So just watch yourself.
Welcome to my living room. This is where I'm going to be living for the next 7 to 10 days in this closet of electrical boxes and a yoga ball. No, so there is no breaks. Naps are for sissies. One of the great things about Canada, and I'm sure you have this in the U.S. too, is that we can't just buy booze anywhere. We have what's called a Liquor Control Commission, the LCC. And so they regulate alcohol consumption, much like you'd regulate prescription drugs or cannabis, for example. We have special cannabis stores. So the Liquor Control Commission has delivery service. Oh, and so nice. On their little website, I can make my $1,500 order for gin as well as, other accoutrements. And I can get it delivered to my new house.
This is Drunk Dash.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this though. So since the government controls it, are you on a list and they say, we're only selling you 6 half gallons a week? I don't know.
They've never cut me off because all of our vices like booze, cigarettes, probably
weed,
right? It's all so heavily taxed that they want me to be as big of an alcoholic that's functioning as I can handle. so long as I pay my taxes and don't murder anybody, they want me to kind of be hammered because I'm paying for my future health care and the future health care of all other Canadians. Yay! So yeah, they want me to have all sorts of dirty little secrets. They're very happy to keep me quasi chemically imbalanced.
Has liquor prices gone up? I don't know.
Yeah, a little bit, but not enough to make any of us stop.
You know what's funny? I went to a Little League baseball game the other day, and we decided the classic, I'm going to go get some ice cream afterwards with the kiddos. And the local place just opened up, and I didn't think anything of it. I go look at the pictures of the shakes and whatnot, and I see that a milkshake, and I see the price next to it. I don't know the last time you bought a milkshake from an ice cream place.
Yesterday.
Did you?
Oh, yeah, I have an ice cream problem, too, yeah.
Okay, so the milkshake for a medium was $7.50. $7.50. And I just thought, if you don't know that there is a supply chain issue in the world, try paying $7.50 for a milkshake. I was stunned. I was stunned also that we did not leave there. I had a water because, like all dads, I'll just have whatever dregs that you leave at the bottom of your cup, and I'm going to save $7.
You should probably talk to John about getting a raise. You definitely deserve.
I can't afford milkshakes anymore.
Yeah, right.
Just milk.
Yeah, like
we don't pay milkshake money, buddy.
Apparently not.
But you know what? One day that water that you had is going to be 3 times the price of that milkshake. So just remember this, because we'll probably still be alive when water prices are just the next great
Yeah, I tell my kids all the time. I remember when milkshakes were $3.50 back in the old days.
Well, I remember when milkshakes were less than $1.
I want to know when people are going to get tired of paying the prices on bottled water and just start drinking out of the hose again, because that's all I had.
Hose
like
water.
My kids to this day, my wife buys cases of bottled water. I go, what? For what? What do you need that for? We have great chlorinated municipal water at my house. I love chlorinated water. I hate well water. I hate it. It's like licking a lead pipe. Give me that chlorine. Oh, all day long. Love it.
I agree completely. That's what's made me so smart, I believe, is drinking chlorinated water. Yeah, like there's something though about hose water. If you've never drank from a hose, then officially I think that's child abuse. You literally should make your children drink from a hose just so that they can have that remembrance of that delicious plasticky vinyl taste that comes out scalding. Like you will burn your face. Yeah. And then within like...
You always need to let it run for a couple minutes before you try taking a drink.
You gotta hurt them a little so that they remember. So scald your face, and then within like a millisecond, it goes freezing cold. And there's no in the middle. It's right. That delicious plasticky taste.
And it's also the sheer volume of pure water. The hose water is just volume. The volume of water.
My favorite part about watching a kid drink out of the hose that doesn't understand to take the nozzle off the end of it because he's going to shoot his face and drill a hole in his cheek when he squirts himself right in the face with that nozzle. That's my favorite part.
So for the 2 consumers listening to this show, what advice would you give pool owners this year to get you through?
Number 1, when you get divorced, tell your pool people so that they don't embarrass you in front of your new spouse.
Yeah, we got that. We know that one.
Because it's going to happen. Number 2, degrease, test, and remember that life is all about like regular balance. I'd love to eat cheeseburgers and fries every day, but occasionally I have to eat a salad. So I have to, all things in moderation are good. I'd love to drink nothing but gin all day, but I have to drink a little bit of water because, it's frowned upon when I'm hammered and throwing up all day. It's not an all or nothing thing. This is a time to make smart decisions and the right decisions, to use the right product at the right time to get the right effect of things. And this forced education will take us all further, because we'll be working less, spending less, and enjoying our pools more once things are back to normal like they are in Michigan.
Well, I got to say, Kathy, I think as a general life lesson, not just pools, but life in general, degrease, test, and balance pretty much work for everything.
It's true.
Well, what you got to remember is always balance the gin with blue cheese olives.
What's a blue cheese olive?
Oh, they don't have blue cheese olives in Canada?
They don't have blue cheese or olives.
I don't know.
They just got pineapples.
We have both, but never together.
Oh, so you take the olive and you pull out the pimento or whatever the thing is in there, and you shove blue cheese in it and swirl that around in your gin a few times, and then you got a nice snack. So you have a meal and you get drunk at the same time.
You have changed my world in so many ways, so many times. I am forever in your debt. I wonder if I can get...
I can't wait to meet you in person. We're going to have
so much fun.
You won't even remember the meeting. That's the problem.
So then we can do it all over again a year later.
Exactly.
There you go.
Like, I think it could be an annual reintroduction event. Have you ever done that, though? Like, where you've met somebody really cool at, like, an educational conference or something, and you've had a really great time with them, and then you see them a year later, and you're like, who the are you? And they're like, hey, my name is AJ, and we hung out in New Orleans. I'm like, yeah, no, don't remember anything about that. But let's hang out in Mexico.
I don't know either. Kathy, it was a pleasure talking to you. We hope to have Jana on for next episode, but good luck this season. Good luck with Victoria Weekend. You crazy
Thank
Canadians. I better not see more than 3 of you together. Otherwise, the government will imprison you. You have a great pool season, and you can check in with us anytime.
Thanks so much, you two guys. I had a really great time.
Now go back to go back to the counter, because you got people waiting for you.
Oh, they're banging on the door, actually, yeah.
Blue cheese olives. Blue cheese
tonight.
Olives.
Me and the cheese tonight.
All right. See ya.
Yeah. Unfiltered Legends is recorded using Squadcast and Zencaster. Our show is hosted by Podbean, edited on Adobe Premiere Pro with licensed music from Soundstripe. How do you like the show? We want to hear from you. Contact us at legend@havilandusa.com or leave us a message, 616-365-9515. Unfiltered Legends is brought to you by Haviland Pool & Spa. Creative pool chemistry since 1968.